funny to think I was actually against the Switch 2, and now it's kind of what's got me excited for gaming again. I've always been a Nintendo fan, especially a Mario fan, ever since my parents got my family a Wii when I was a kid. New Super Mario Bros. Wii and Mario Kart Wii are still some of my favorite games. Sure, partially because of their nostalgia, but still. My family has always been extremely intentional and frugal with their money, and the same goes for me, unless it comes to Lego apparently. So my parents wouldn't shell out $300 for a new gaming console just to play the same thing? That's what it was in their eyes. To be fair, neither of my parents gamed much in their childhoods. My dad apparently gamed on an Atari 2600 that a friend of his had, but the arcades were mostly his thing. As for my mom, her cousins had a SNES, I think, but she didn't game like at all. My parents only got a Wii with Wii Sports, Mario Kart, and Mario Bros because it was at a garage sale and it was a Christmas present, I think, for us. And ooh boy, did we have fun. As it was for many people, the Wii was the best entry point into gaming. We actually ended up having to replace our Wiis several times throughout the years. I'm not sure why our Wiis were so prone to failure, but thankfully back in the day you could get a Wii at pretty much any garage sale for like 20 bucks. This was like the 2010s, so the Wii was out and the Wii U was in. Kind of. I actually did want a Wii U, at least one of my friends had it, and a whole new Mario Kart and new Super Mario Bros. Was all I needed to hear to convince me. But money doesn't grow on trees, and you couldn't find a Wii U at a garage sale. And it was pretty expensive on Amazon or GameStop since it was still being produced for most of that time period. So no chance I could get it as a Christmas or a birthday present. Every time I brought up buying a Wii U to my parents, they were always open to letting me buy it, but I was an unsure kid, and every time they brought up how much money it was, I backed down and went back to playing on our Wii. But then the day finally came when I walked into GameStop and bought the Wii U. This was mostly to get Mario Maker, which I was obsessed with. Our local mall had a Mario Maker event going on where you could just walk up and play Mario Maker, and that's what got me hooked. Came back home, went on YouTube and tried to find other videos of Mario Maker, and man, I just consumed all of them. Mario Maker 2 was announced by the time I actually got around to buying a Wii U and Mario Maker, but that didn't stop me from having the time of my life, making my own Mario levels and playing hundreds of others created by people around the world. However, with the announcement of the Koopalings coming to Mario Maker 2 in 2020, I knew I had to get a Switch. So I convinced my sisters to pool our money together and we got a Switch during the pandemic when it was near impossible to find a Switch. I remember every time Target would close at night, their website would update their stock of Switches and it would always say limited amount. And so you had to go in person the very next morning to try and snatch one. And after checking night after night, we finally got ours. And I've been gaming casually on and off ever since. But lately it's been mostly off. The last game I really dedicated myself to was Breath of the Wild about 2 years ago. I've been pretty busy with college and other life stuff. I always thought the Switch 2 would be the console that got me back into YouTube and gaming, and this channel specifically. But when it was announced and released was not a very good time for me to dedicate a ton of time towards all of this. I love making videos. In fact, I've never stopped. I've just been busy with other channels. And another thing I've always loved is gaming. I've never stopped watching gaming channels like DGR, Ryucar,
Crazy.
Arlo,
Yeah, it's us.
Gamerboy80, whenever he remembers his password, and various other channels. Clearly mostly Nintendo or Minecraft based, which is what I've always wanted to make videos on. So if I've been too busy to play games, why am I getting a $500 console? Well, I'll get into this more in a minute, but I'm committing myself to YouTube and coming back to this channel. Like I said before, I've always loved Mario games, especially Mario Maker and 3D Mario games. And maybe you don't know this, but Mario games are pretty much just on Nintendo consoles. I know, crazy. And I want to be there for the next new 3D Mario game and Mario Maker 3, which they are inevitably coming to the Switch 2. Mario Maker 3 especially is just made for the Switch 2 with that mouse function. Mario Maker 2 is great, but creating levels was always a pain because there wasn't touch controls. But with mouse mode, that basically fixes all of it. I've always witnessed the launch of a game through streams of my favorite creators and bought the game later when the hype was dead. But I want to be a part of the launch of these games in particular. Not just that, but I want to get into other games, especially Nintendo ones like Splatoon Raiders looks good, DK Bonanza is made by the same people who made Mario Odyssey, and the Switch 2 is actually getting incredible third-party support. All of this has gotten me excited to play games when haven't really in the past. With high school and college these past couple years, I could never find time. But that's why you gotta make time. My summer term for college has just ended, and the fall one will be starting soon. But I will still be dedicating myself to gaming and YouTube. This is my second year of college, and I made sure to get a good chunk of my classes done my first year, so my second year would be a little lighter. I also have been terrible at time management, so I hope to work on that as well. Because what I found is that adding more stuff in my life has actually helped me use my time better. And that's because I have less free time to do whatever I want, which would usually just be watching videos or streams on gaming. So in short, I want to be a creator and less of a consumer of this. And I encourage you to do the same thing. If you have a passion for making videos, especially on gaming, go for it. And the Switch 2 has been this turning point for me, because now I have to justify $500. Kind of, but no, truly, it has reignited my passion for playing video games, and I'm excited for the future of the Switch 2, and this channel in general. So I finally went onto Amazon and ordered a Switch 2 with the Choose Your Game bundle, of course, because I do like Mario Kart and I'm not paying $80 for it. However, my Switch 2 keeps being delayed. I even tried ordering one off of GameStop and even that has been delayed. If you want to be there for my unboxing and my first impressions, go to my Twitch channel and follow me. And I think I'll probably have a stream on this day and at this time. It all depends on if they delay my Switch 2 again. So we'll see how that goes. So if you want to join me for the ride, I'd love to have you. Subscribe and follow me on Twitch if you want to, but if you're here just to see why this random guy got a Switch 2, then no worries, thanks for stopping by. But for those of you who are going to stick around, YouTube thinks you'll like the video that just popped up on screen. Thank you ladies and gentlemen for watching, and I'll see you there.